How's it going, Blazers? Hopefully you folks are well, stocked with toilet paper, and able to kind of stay in a little bit. But we're going to go open these here. So these are some new knives from We and Civivi. So thank you very much to them for providing it to the Apex Pattern group. So we'll see as far as what these are, and then we'll kind of go from there. And you'll start to see these going out to other channels as well to see what's going on, their opinions on them as well. So that's going to be what we're going to do. Also on Kickstarter, if you everybody probably knows about OpenL, but there is a pocket clip that is being developed on Kickstarter now, and I think he's almost funded for the whole thing. So it kind of replaces this little locking ring, and then there's a not the prettiest pocket clip for it. How's it going, Christine? So not the prettiest pocket clip for it, but it is on Kickstarter now. It's like $14, and then you can just change this little ring and then actually have a pocket clip for it. It's kind of a neat idea to actually have that generated. But these are some of the knives that's going to come out to you folks as well. So I just got the box in today, and so sharing it with everybody to see what we got and what we're going to have. So We and Civivi. Yeah. And I did actually get some chai tea this time for this live stream, because last time I did a live stream, I was dying. It was very difficult. So I got a little mug right here. So far I'm liking the laptop setup. Logitech 920 is as far as what I'm using for this live stream. But it's still kind of a little odd because everything's backwards. So everything is right is left and left is right. So 4 knives. So Civivi, 1 We. So these are the ones coming around. So what would it cost more? The cost more than the knives. What would cost more than knives? How's that, Peter? Are you guys at the same place? You're just on 2 different phones? Zach, I don't know what you mean. Would the cost more than the knife? The Kickstarter ring. Yes, it's about equal actually. So you're going to be paying about $14 for the pocket clip, and then $14 for the knife, unless you have some. Then you just put it onto the knife that you already have, and then it's not any type of issue. So let's go with this one here. Yep. Some of them are already open. So these may have went around or may have been displays at one point at maybe SHOT Show. Maybe that's some extras. That's a big one. That's a big one. Holy moly. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what it's called. But look how big that is. What's up, guys? Let's see. I'm going to try and keep up with comments as well. What's up, Neebs Knives? Big Red's here. Why are you guys still up? It is late. Go to bed. Why am I still up? I guess that's another question. But so this is actually got some really nice jimping on it too. A little aggressive, but kind of small for that. Anybody know what this is called? Because I don't. And the box doesn't say. I got to go back to see what we actually what he said he was going to send. So, woohoo! That is pretty. Check that out. And I mean, this is big. I mean, this is a Rat 2. Man, this is all backwards. That's a Rat 2. So that's a big knife. Just woke up. Yeah, there's going to be people just waking up. Some of us are up a little bit too late. It's like midnight now. Asticus? I don't know how you pronounce that. Asticus is what Zach's saying. Well, that's pretty sweet. Deep carry pocket clip, kind of a standard flare. Nice blade though. So that's going to be going around. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's true carbon fiber. It's probably an overlay. I'm guessing that's an overlay instead of actually a true carbon fiber though. So that's the first one going around. So if you guys have any questions about it, if you want measurements on it, weight on it, I can do all those things as well. I have a few things in front of me. So that's that knife. Just because it's my thing, we'll see what the weight on the pull is. So liner lock for this one. Uh, 4 pounds, 3.2 ounces. It's a little on the high side. You're dyslexic, but yeah. Do you just get off of the SKL? I was just doing another video before this, so I just jumped right in. So that's that one there. That's a pretty cool one. Civivi is still doing an excellent job, and they have so many things coming out. Let's lay this out here so you guys can get a size. 1, 2, 3, almost 4-inch blade on that thing. That is a monster. Hit approve on the link. What link? What am I missing? Scrolling back up. Scrolling back up. Zach, I don't know what link you're talking about. Hit approve on the link. Yeah, that was the custom one that you guys did, though. Actually, Christopher was in contact with us before, and he just he had his show and everything else, and then I don't know how many knives he sent out, but he was going to send it to the pass-around group, and he just chose not to. So it still might happen for that one. For the Falling Star is probably what you're talking about for Neve's knives. Yeah, but 4 pounds isn't bad though. 5 pounds is a little high. I don't like that high. That's a little bit high for me as far as a detent. So that's going to be that one. So that's going to go around to the group. And I should have been a little bit more prepared with the names of these things, but that's what you guys are for too. You guys can help me out and talk through these things as well. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, I'll just leave this out. So let me know if there's questions on that knife, and then we'll go to the itty bitty. This one's kind of like an EDC little one. Yeah, I tried to talk to him about it because with him still planning to do things for Arcane Designs, I still wanted to go around. I was saying that he could communicate through the reviews. Oh, Zach, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, Late Night Knives. So that's where I wanted him to send it around still, because then he could communicate as far as what his plans are, what he wants to do, like if he has any collaborations. I still thought it would have been good, but yeah, but he just wanted to pull them all back. So I do apologize to the folks that were kind of in line that did not get to see the knife. It was produced by Riot for the Arcane Designs Necronaut. But that is, we'll see. He'll see what happens with it. Big Red, hey, what are you doing? Thank you very much, so. But he's going to be having that one go out to the group. He is. No, where was I going with that? So he's going to be looking to see what he could do differently with the knife. So he's going to be sending out kind of a survey to people that sign up for it That's going to be kind of what he does. How is the blade grind? Blade grind. Blade grind is a hollow grind. Has a nice polish to it, and looks fairly even. So might be a solid one if you're looking for a knife that's this large. This might be a good one as far as how it goes. Mick, this might be a decent one too. It's got a little top swedge there. Yeah, but it's pretty well polished. So I don't know if that's going to be the what they provide normally, but that's similar to what I would find on I think it was a rake knife. Rake. One of the ones that doesn't look like that's how you pronounce it, but it's actually a pretty decent one. So that's the grind on that. So again, if you guys have questions, let me know in the comments. If I see it, then I'll be able to respond to it the best I can. I thank you guys for joining in. We've got 13 people on. Just kind of, as you were saying, kind of going off of, why am I doing that? That didn't go in that box. So this is this one here. So this is a little one. So this is the Rustic Gent. So this is the micarta and carbon fiber. So this one's going out to the group as well. So good grip on this as far as the micarta goes. It has a good feel to it, not slick. So that's going to be a nice thing. And this is the Damascus blade as well. So clip point blade. Comes with this little sheath as well. You see those sheaths are pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty solid design there. And then it's got a good pocket clip for it. So similar to what's on the regular Civivi knife. And then so you would have a slip for your pocket. This is something that I would want because I don't like carrying knives free in my pocket. What's up, Nick? Long time no see. So this one, yeah, so the Rustic Gent, this is a nice knife. And this, just the sheath alone is kind of a very good addition because I would probably use it for other knives as well. So there's other ones out there. Even Advanced Knife Bros did another video for this knife too. Well, not this knife, but other sheaths out there. So they're actually pretty decent, and they had a decent clip on it. But that's actually a good knife pocket clip for it, and it goes pretty well. The slip is awesome. Yes, it would be cool if they sold it separately because I would buy this slip by itself. I mean, you could get the knife too, but I still would buy the sheath by itself. So it's a backlock with a half stop, which is interesting. Yeah, but good feel for it. Same Damascus type of blade. It's really getting popular. So it's not something that you're getting like Pakistan Damascus. Don't buy Pakistan blades, please. Unless you want leaf spring steel or unknown steels or something that will rust when you look at it. Don't do that to yourself. They might look cool, but they're really not cool. So also, I guess going on to that question. So it seems like at least between the two of them, they're both fairly well polished as far as the secondary bevel, which is actually pretty interesting. I didn't really notice other Civivis to be like that as far as the blade finish. So that's actually kind of an interesting thing about that. So that one's going to be going out to the group as well. This is going to be with a little slip. So I would maybe that should be a little bit bigger. Maybe, or maybe I shouldn't put it in there so far. So maybe just leave it out a little bit. So it's kind of like a deep carry clip, but it's not a deep carry clip. I think that works out better, because if you shove that in there, it's a pain to get out. Might be just me though, but if this was in my pocket, it will loosen up. Yes, it will. So it's new. It's going to loosen up as you use it. But when you first put it in there and you're trying to fish this out, that's going to be kind of a pain. So that's why I think maybe for the first part of it, leave it out a little bit. Or get a lanyard, because it has a lanyard loop. I'm not a lanyard guy. I don't have lanyards on my knives, but this might be a useful one for that. It's pretty well set up for it. It seems like a good spacing too, so it's not something that's just thrown on there for the heck of it. Because that's one thing is one of my pet peeves, is like when they throw lanyard loops or holes and then they move the pocket clip or something just to accommodate for it. It's kind of like even the Para 3. It's like the Para 2 had a good location, and the Para 3 they have the big old hole, and then the pocket clips in a different location. So that's one thing that's not ideal in my opinion. So that's going to be going around for that. Any question on this, Rustic Gent? You're doing some good work for it. So Civivi, like that could be a Wii knife. I mean, it's still the Wii factory, Wii folks doing it. But I mean, that could have been a Wii knife, and then they bring it to the Civivi brand, which is kind of an interesting thing with that. Yeah, it does help with some knives. I would agree with that. Oh, sorry. Let me go and lay that out for size-wise. We got Oregon chai tea, which is actually really good. I don't know if you guys have tried Oregon chai tea. I don't know if that's available everywhere. I just say that because I'm in Oregon. I think it's a very popular brand. So that's that one there. We'll save the Wii for the end. So that's that. So this is, yeah, there's a little fixed blade. So this is pretty cool. I think that's a pretty neat one. So it has little patches, I mean, the little stickers. Really cool, good quality stickers in there too. Yeah, I did figure out the camera. I looked up on YouTube. I broke it a little bit. So these little pieces here are the little speaker grills on each screws on this side. So I thought it was clips on both sides. And so this side's like a clip that just pops in there. So I'll just pry on the darn thing, and then I crack this one, then I crack that one. I'll probably put it back, but so far it's working without it. So and then at the screw it in clockwise, I think. So I actually adjusted the actual lens. So I adjusted it. So I did a manual zoom about mid-grade, and so I held the product there, and I did an adjustment to the actual lens underneath. So you have to take the speaker grills off, then you have to take off the lens, and then actually twist the actual camera. So I did to mid-grade for manual zoom to actually be in focus. And so it seems to be working pretty well. It was very frustrating and disheartening when I first hooked it up, and it could not figure out anything. Like it was like I put something down and it's like strobing to try and find it. I lift something up and it's strobing to try and locate that. It was very very annoying. I can't sleep, too many knives in your head. Hey, and then yeah, you got might have Blade Show coming up. They're saying they're not going to cancel, so that will be a big event as well. So it could be the culmination of the coronavirus there too as well. But we'll see how the virus kind of spreads or doesn't spread at that point. And like kids are out of school like almost a week early now. So that's kind of a thing that's happening. But those are pretty cool. I like those. I think I got to pick up one of those Damascus blades. Let's see. Let's see what some of the comments. Comments. A lot of good conversations between all of you guys as well. It is, I wouldn't say soft, but it does have texturing. So it's not a high polish. It's more of cardboard feel. So it has feels like it has more pores and kind of fibers where it has more grip than without. So like the carbon fiber is pretty slick. The micarta is more rough, and then you can kind of feel it a little bit better as far as that question goes for Neves knives. Yeah, you'll be stuck there. I don't know. I don't have the original, so I think you picked up like 2 or 3 of them, so you have a better idea as far as what that would be if you did look at this one as well. Yeah, so this one's going to be more textured Neves knives, so it's not a high polish. So I think that's going to be more what you're going to be looking for. So that's that one. Also, no name on this one. This one's like a EDC something or other. Oh, sorry, it's so not well prepared for this, but it's a little protector thing, which is cool. So this is your little knife. So kind of like the tulip size. If you guys seen what a tulip looks like, I think the tulip's a little bit smaller now, but this actually has a handle to it. Yep, I think it's probably very similar to a kiridashi. So I don't think that these are meant for anything. There's your bottle opener, lanyard loop. But yeah, and then you have this little sheath too. So it is a neck knife. Yeah, so Cherry EDC. Thank you, Zach. I don't wear neck knives. If anybody wears neck knives, I guess let me know how you do that, because I don't find it to be comfortable. Because especially now in the summertime, I mean, you're wearing this against your skin, so I can see like wintertime wear over a shirt under a jacket, more so than not directly on your skin, because I mean it kind of like flops around, and it's like maybe leather would be better for it. This one is 9CR18. Yeah, 9CR18 MOV. Fairly thick stock too. I don't know why, but for my mind, millimeters works better. So 4mm blade stock for it. So it's really going down there. A fairly large taper to go down. Date of the show is June, beginning of June, I think, for SHOT Show. I mean, Blade Show, not SHOT Show. SHOT Show just happened. Yeah, and that might be the case. Like wear an undershirt and then wear it around, because I have some neck knives. I have like the regular CRKT. As far as the minimalist, I have I think I have another one. I think I have the QSP one as well, the neck muck. But that's a pretty sweet one. So I think that might do well. It seems like it should do more though. But I guess a bottle opener is enough. I don't open many bottles. Pry Bar. This should have a Pry Bar on it. Yes. Where's my pry bar? So I think this would be really good. So the blade, fine. Cutouts, reduce weight. Okay. Bottle opener, lanyard hole, pry bar. Where's my pry bar? Anybody else agree with me on that? I think that's what is missing, is a pry bar. This would be a key tool with that. Bevel in the handle. Bevel in the handle. Bevel in the handle? No bevel. Maybe here? No. I don't know if I want to use the edge of the blade for that. So it's pretty well thick throughout the whole thing. So there's no taper that you could pry with. Isn't the whole thing a pry bar? Yeah, but you want to get it under something to actually be able to do that. Like the pub that JB went and gifted at one point. That's actually like that is my EDC. That's probably the knife that I carry the most because I have the other one that rotates in my right pocket. Then my left pocket I have this slip from Pop-Up Leather. So if you guys don't have that, you can order through Pop-Up Leather, and it still have a code for 15% off if you use Blade Stir. So if you wanted to get a wallet or a bag, those type of things. How's the ergonomics? Good. Yeah, I like it. It fits pretty well. I mean, this little portion kind of goes between those two knuckles. Bottle opener, I mean, if you're going to squeeze it, I mean, that bottle opener is digging in a little bit. So that's not ideal. But and then if I missed a question, ask the question again because I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm like, my computer is like over there. So I'm like looking over there and looking over here. So that's where it's not working out too well for that. But I tried to move the computer that way because the fan was, I can hear the fan, and I think you guys can hear the fan maybe. Some people said they couldn't, but that's a pretty sweet setup. I like that a lot. Pricing wise, I didn't look that up. So again, I'm not prepared for this. I just wanted to open up the box, and I figure I'll take you guys along for the ride for this as well. So that's that. And I did request, we'll see if we can get one in, but I did request a Synergy, a mini Synergy 2, because how Jim O Young talks about that knife, I just want to experience it. Even if we return it and everything else, I just want to see how that knife is because with how much he talks about it and how much he says like buttery smooth, all the surfaces are good. I just want to check it out. Yeah, and there's a lot of minimalists. I mean, also, so they did make it 8CR13 MOV for the green one. So if you are looking for a slight upgrade in steel for the green one with the gears, for the minimalist, actually they did make that 8CR instead of like some other steel. I forgot what the other steel they're using. Cool, cool. The Synergy's okay, Peter. Yeah, I mean, I just want to see it. So if other people have already seen it and don't really like it, it's expensive. So I'd rather see it that way. Oh, sorry, I forgot to get the length on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, just about 5 inches. Yeah, so 5CR was the previous one on the mill list, and then so they did go to 8CR for the green one, which is this one. Yeah, so this is 8CR. And then if you wanted to get the Bowie style, you could switch out the handle. So if you don't want to get the glow in the dark and you want to be a little less bright, you could change out the handle and then go with the regular sheath, and then you'll still have this gear pattern on it. They said it holds up pretty well too. But that's 8CR. So I was seeing if that was actually a typo, because I was not sure. It was kind of like, really? They actually made it a better steel? I was surprised. But yeah, so that's 8CR. I'll have videos on this stuff too. But I didn't. I was surprised that this is a different handle. So I have the Warncliffe model, and this I like a lot better than the other one. I guess for the blade, I mean the handle, it just feels better for me anyway. So if you look at the difference between it, the other one's chunkier, it's wider. So I don't know if anybody's experienced that, but this just doesn't feel as good to me as this does. This kind of just locks in between all my finger grooves, kind of that middle joint, and it does really well. This one is kind of forced, especially for my pointer finger. Kind of feels like it squeezes a little bit. Oh, dropped it. Yep, that's that. They do a good job with it. I still would want to get like an actual custom one, and I think it's like $150 or $200 if you get the actual custom one. I think it's CPM 154 if I'm not mistaken. I tried. Like the last time I did the glow, it didn't work. And I don't have an LED light. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, does anybody want to see that glow? We got one person on there. I did this on a previous video, and I was very let down by the whole thing. So I'm going to have to leave the room and grab my flashlight. So if you want to see it glow, if I see, then I'll go get it. Yeah, thumbs up, do it. How much? How much you like? Yes. Yeah, of course you do. All right, hold on. Let me look at this stuff. Look at this. This came in. I just got that today. Just for the heck of it. That's my knife. Look at that too. All righty. All right. You guys have a good conversation? Everything going pretty well? So I picked up this one from Drop as well. So there's that titanium version. They have the copper version, brass version, aluminum version, I think. So 3 modes. So hopefully we can get this charged up, because this does glow. But last time I did it on one of the lives, I turned off the light and I couldn't see it. It was just like, oh. I think it's 100 lumens. I think at the brightest. Runs a AAA, so I just use regular Amazon AAA batteries. I think it's, no, wait, this one's a little bit less, because then they have the Creely light, and then they have this other LED. So I got this one because it supposedly produces a more accurate color representation. I just forgot the name of that too. So if anybody knows what that is, let me know as well. So there's another one that's instead of Cree, there's another LED. So I'm probably going overboard on this, but I just want to make sure it works. So I already turned off the rim light. Then I'm going to turn off my lighting, and we'll see if this glows. Alrighty, stay with me. I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm going to leave my computer plugged in though. So let me unplug this. All right, big reveal here. Drum roll. Might have a failure. Let's see. Oh, it failed. It kind of glows, but it's hard to see. It is glowing. It really is, but it's very dim. Oh, come on. Well, now. So if you were to actually see it in person, it is glowing, but it doesn't come across on this. So I apologize. So anybody signing on to the live stream was like, what the heck am I looking at? Why is it dark? Yeah, it is sad. I'm sorry, lights are back on. So it does glow. So if you were to actually see it yourself, then it would glow. It doesn't glow as much as I would have hoped. I would have been hoping it would be like super glowing. But also I'm using a regular light and not a infrared light, which would do a lot better, I think. Because I had a nuke before, and that had a little infrared light. So that worked a lot better than that. But yeah, that's what that is. So yet again, failure, not cool. But this is a pretty cool one. I might look into that. But I need a pry bar. So Civivi, pry bar. Pry bar. Okay, so that's going back in there. All right, then what else we got? Any other questions? Can we talk about the glow in the dark? Why? I have no idea. Because most times, if you have it in your pocket, it's probably not going to be glowing when you take it out of your pocket. But if they use, although it would be kind of interesting if they use kind of lumens like they do on wristwatches, but it has to charge, so it has to be out of your pocket to charge, then to be put in your pocket. So I don't know how that works exactly. Although I think there is some that illuminate on its own for watches. They have the little, almost looks like little cylinders. I don't know what they are. Yeah, they're upgrading the steel. So as long as you buy it, because I mean that's kind of the factor. Like they can bring it out with upgraded steel, and if nobody buys it, then like why? That's kind of trinium. Okay, there we go. So if they do that for the product, then that would be cool. So that's that one. Yeah, so these are new Wii knives that are going around, or new Civivi knives, also from Wii. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So instead of glow in the dark, get some trinium, and then that would be pretty cool. So Wii knives. Oh, this is a cool one. So this one I saw, and I did request this. So David's son said that we could either have one or two or three different patterns, and I chose this one because I saw it on their Instagram page. I was like, that's cool. I want to see that. And then when it came up available, I was like, yes, please. So This is going to be one. I also don't know the name of it. So somebody, probably Zach, is going to have to tell me that also. So let's see what this one is. Any guesses? Wee knife. Cool. Was on Instagram recently. Maybe. Oh, and the sound on this is pretty good too. And then the drop is going to be happening as well for the nurse. So if you guys had seen that one on a previous stream, that's coming out as well for the Gavco Nurse drop.com. I was told 180. I've seen 120, so I don't know how much it's going to be exactly. Yeah, it's a little bit of tease, but it's cool. It's going to be worth it. But I don't know what it's called. What is that? Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Apex, can we call dibs on stuff? Can we do that? I don't think we've done that before. Oh, yes. Sweet. So this has a pretty similar blade style to the Civivi. Yes, the kite fin. I don't know what a kite fin is though, but that's what it is. This one's actually S35 though. So this one's not M390. This is S35. So I don't know if they have a different one for it, but look at that. Man. That is just so cool. Is that a backlash? I don't have a backlash anymore, but this could be a fancy backlash, which would make it really popular as well. But that is that. So a little bit over 3-inch blade for that. Oop, there we go. How much for that? No idea. I just know it's cool. So if anyone wants to do some research on that one. So similar blade shape here. This one's kind of more of a clip point. And this one's a little bit more of a drop point. Yeah, that's cool. So out of those, 185, really? 185 for that? 150? Man, that, oh. 150 is good. But I got let down a little bit. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of milling and it's a lot of CNC. Need to flip it over. It's like, oh, why? I would have wanted it on the back too. I mean, it's a cool pocket clip. I mean, you got a little milling in here. And it's actually, looks like it's flame anode as well. So flame anode. Okay, so 190 for this model. And then there's probably a plain one that is 150. Yeah, yeah. The back does need some Stasa love. Because as cool as this is, as much as it kind of hypnotizes you, I flipped it over and I was very let down. It was like, that is so cool. And I went, wah, wah. Oh. So I don't know how much it would have been more, but if they had just, even if they didn't do it on the lock bar, if they did it on the rest of the knife, it would have had some type of thing where it would be a connection to the front side, which is awesome, and the back side is plain. It looks like a totally different knife. I know that happens a lot of times. I mean, you normally have like your carbon fiber, but man, and that flipper tab's super comfy. It's nice. It's I feel it's rounded in the correct way, because that's one thing too. I mean, a push button is going to be straight across. So I mean, if you have the flipper tab that's going to be in line with the pivot, you can't push button it. If it's below is the only time you're going to push button. If it's above, you can't push button either. So that's why it's normally light switch unless it's in a different orientation. Flips fast. Oh, slipped. Damn it. 3.2? 3.62. That doesn't seem right. There we go. 2 pounds, 14.7 is what that is. And it's super comfortable. So this flipper tab is very nice. Super fidgety. Jimping on the release is a little stronger, a little bit more pronounced than I would like. Because if you're going to fidget with this, the flipper tab's good. This is a little bit more harsh for my taste, but still good. So you got these that are going around. This is mine, so that's not going around. And then you have the EDC and the other one. Oh, yes, and that one. So those are the ones going around for the group and everything else. How's the access to the lock bar? Access to the lock bar is pretty good. I mean, it's about level. It's a little bit more pronounced, but the I don't know, the jimping on that is a little harsh, in my opinion. But it's easy enough to get across and open or release. But it says my connection's unstable. It might end. All right, guys. Any other questions or anything else? If not, then those are the knives we and Civivi, and so that's going to be the ones that will be going around. So thank you very much to that. So anything else at all on that? Any other questions that you might have? We had snow today, which was very interesting. Yeah, snow for March, spring, very weird. Yeah, but I like the live streams a lot better. I do. Alrighty. So if nothing else, thank you very much for your guys' time. Appreciate it very much. These are going to go around, and we're going to get those going. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Go to sleep, everybody, or good morning to some of you. And thank you very much. Have a good week. Don't get sick. Hopefully you have toilet paper. Good night, guys.